Welcome to AmericanHunter.org. This week I'm going to talk about cold fronts. And I'm standing outside here and you can see it's a kind of a rainy, gloomy afternoon. And we're right here before a cold front's going to roll through in the next 2 days. And these late season cold fronts are really the key to any kind of action that you have during the late season. We've had about 2 weeks here straight where the weather's been pretty stable. Temperatures about the same every day, not real cold, not too warm or anything, just pretty seasonal. We haven't hardly seen any bucks from the tree stands. It's been really slow hunting all over, really, and everybody we talk to is experiencing the same thing. So what we really need is this cold front to kick the deer into gear, to put them into kind of a panic mode and get them on the food sources again, get them moving during daylight. So that's a late season key. So anytime you see the weather front coming, a cold front coming, be sure you key on that evening and the next evening. The evening the front goes through and the evening after. Those are the two key times to be in a tree stand on a food source during the late season. So now let's take a step back again earlier in the season and talk a little bit more about cold fronts as they relate to the earlier parts of the season. And we've learned over the past several seasons that that last cold front in October is really another time when you have to be in a tree stand. Anytime you catch a cold front, the tail end of October, you're going to see some really fast-paced rutting activity. So the bucks are all fired up for the rut. All they need is that little kick in the backside to get them going. And that last cold front in October is really what does it. So those are the two things that I key on. During November, even if you have steady, cool temperatures, that's fine. You don't necessarily have to have a cold front in November to do well because you got the rut working for you. Earlier in the year, especially late October, and then now again during the far late season, the very tail end of the season, if you don't have those cold fronts, it can be pretty tough hunting. So that's the tip for this week, and we're going to talk some more next week. We've got one more of these tips to go this season before we calling into it and put the bows and guns away. So I appreciate you joining me this week, and I'll see you right back here again next week for another tip at AmericanHunter.org.